All right, you guys, getting my second blood cultures drawn. They're just taking my blood from my arm and putting it into this jar of solution. Look at the two different colors. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Wow. So the last time I got this test done, it was when I was just got to the emergency room, and that test just came back yesterday. So they usually say it takes 72 hours, but this lady was telling me that they've been so backed up lately with COVID-19 tests, so it's kind of crazy. This will tell you whatever infections that you may or may not be having in your body. And I'm gonna get another set drawn on this arm. Oh, that's okay. So I was trying to tell you guys that they do these tests to see what type of infections that you may have in your system. I know I don't have any infections because mine just came back negative and my fevers are gone, but this is just a backup test for my procedure that they have planned on Monday for me to get the port put in my chest. And that's my actual nephrologist came today and gave me some good news. He said if everything goes well Monday with the port chest procedure and my dialysis section afterwards, then I can go home that day. So that will be awesome because Sunday is my birthday, and for me to have to be here is like ridiculous. But it's okay because the nurses here were like, we're gonna throw you a party. I'm like, okay. And ooh, that one's getting a little tender.
Yeah. Seems like you have a little bruise starting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And they've been sticking that one a lot lately.
Yeah.
So much that they've starting to get to my hands lately.
They're poking your hands now?
Yeah. And I'm like, you guys are so selfish. So here are the vials. So I'm hoping that everything goes well on Monday so I can go home and shower. That would be so fantastic because I cannot shower with this thing on my neck. That's like against the rules, which is crazy. And I've been here since Saturday, and I've been taking sink baths every day. And I don't know about y'all, but sink baths just do not hit the same, okay? But you do what you gotta do. And also, I'm getting through this time as thinking that I'm serving time in prison. So this is my prison cell. And I have my room set up as a prison cell, except for I know they probably don't get people in prison laptops. Although I talked to my cousin the other day, he's in a jail cell right now, and he told me that he has a tablet, like an Apple tablet. I said, what? He said, yes, and I have it in my room. You can make video calls to me, and I can. He's been texting me all day. I said, how are you texting me? He's like, I got a tablet. I'm like, what? Man, they are really getting lean on people, right? I said, good for you, cousin. So that's pretty cool. So he video chats and everything. So I'm like, man, times are really changing, man. You want to do a crime these days? You might take your chances, you know. If you get internet access and text messaging and all that, you ain't really missing out on anything. especially if everybody's on quarantine at this point. So, like, I literally have my table like set up. I got a fan they gave me. And yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Lately, I've been watching Black Lightning that the mamas suggested for me to watch. And it's actually a really good series. It's about a black superhero family. And I really love lately how they've been portraying black families on the media lately. Like, yes, that is exactly how we are. And it's pretty cool. The love, like you can feel the love and how our parents be treating us like so hard on us. So many expectations. So I love it. I love how they capture us in this series. It's very, very deep. And yeah, so today has been a better day. My temperature has been down for about... Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
18 hours now. And I had dialysis today, and that session was way better. I went downstairs with my headphones in, listened to some African music, and y'all know how I feel about African music. Whoo! I was jamming. My nephrologist came to see me, and he was like, "Girl, you look good. We should have gave you prednisone a long time ago." And I was like, yeah, I kind of forget how good prednisone can be sometimes, because when you take it for so long, it really starts agitating your nerves. Like, it sends you through mood swings. Like, when I say mood swings, I mean like angerness. Like, for me, it really brought out like a bitch in me, and like it was like uncontrollable. So, and I'm like, why would I do that? You know? And I'm, oh, it must be just prednisone. But in the beginning phases of taking it, I mean, like my fever quick, like within the next 2 hours, my fever was gone, started like dropping immediately. My energy levels picked up. And to be honest, like it can be a mood lifter. Like it gives you like euphoric feelings. So I feel a lot more happy and less suicidal right now. So that is a good thing. Like it brings up, like if you're a happy person, it's gonna bring out a happier version of you. If you're a negative person, it's gonna bring out a negative version of you, like more negative. So thank God that I am a naturally happy person, and it's just making me be more lifted. And yesterday I literally thought I was losing my mind, or was it yesterday or the day before, where they told me I was not gonna be here until next week. Oh my gosh, I was suicidal. I really was suicidal at that point, because I'm just like, it was just so much on me. It was so much on me, and I couldn't take it in that moment. But when I really disconnected and turned my phone off for a good amount of time, and I connected with God, and he really chewed into my ass. He said, girl, if you don't shut your ass up crying, like, if you don't take a look around at your life other than this health illness that I got you dealing with, how blessed you are, and open up your eyes to that, and the fact that you feel like you are suicidal, you will like remove yourself from your life that I blessed you with. How selfish are you? How selfish are you? You need to grow up. And maybe that's why I have you dealing with this health illnesses, because you are a child right now. I'm like, I'm sorry, Lord. Because to be honest, like I always tell people, like, everything in my life is a blessing. I am so blessed. I am so loved. I am just spoiled tremendously by everybody that encounters me, even the people that don't know me and they meet me, like they fall in love with me and they treat me like a princess, a queen, like a goddess, and they cater to me. It's just like a naturalness for people to just gravitate to me and just offer me things. And so for me to like feel like I just can't go on because I have to go through this dialysis phase and be in the hospital for days that I don't want to be in the hospital. He was like, I will snatch your ass out of here again quick, which is not really a punishment for me because at that time I really wanted to go. But he knew that he had to really chew into me because, as a father should, you know, when you throw a temper tantrum, it's just kind of crazy because how our emotions can be so heavy on us sometimes that we just feel so suffocated by ourselves. And sometimes, you know, just in that moment, you just can't see a way out. You just can't imagine another second of that feeling. And then the next day, you're like, it's not that bad today, you know? Once you really take a step back. So I really truly suggest anybody who's going through anything that just feels like it's just very overwhelming for them and just like, I can't make it right now. Turn your phone off. Like really disconnect from the world, from reality, from your reality in general, and connect with yourself internally and reconnect with God and say like, listen, Lord, I am really lost right now. I need some type of guidance. I need to hear your voice because I'm about to lose my mind, as any human has the right to do, you know? So it helped me a lot to just disconnect, unplug, and reconnect with myself and with God. That was the biggest benefit during my downfall. And that is really how I bounced back so quick. Like, and I was okay. I was like, oh, I can do this. I'm gonna make it through this. I didn't set up my prison cell. I'm in here chilling. I'm making friends. I got these nurses laughing. I mean, like, these nurses are loving me. They catering to me. They come in here every 10 minutes. Like, hey, you need something? You got? I'm like, I'm okay. They come in here. My nurse yesterday, man, she was awesome. Dandelion, or her Dandy, her name is Danielle Lee. She was actually my nurse a year and a half ago, where she was telling me I had stomach pains, and she was giving me so much medication and nothing was helping, and I ended up having a colostomy surgery down the line. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I said, I can't believe you remember that so long ago. She's like, I know, right? And like, when I tell y'all, like, she came into my room last night and we literally had a conversation for like an hour. She was just sitting on the side of this room and I'm laying in bed and we just talking and just exchanging stories. And I mean, like, she was amazing. She was amazing. The last time I didn't get to talk to her like that because obviously I was in so much pain. I had just had surgery and things of that nature. But this was a different chance around. So if I wouldn't have to go through that situation or being in the hospital this time around, I would have never got to reconnect with her. And that's awesome. She is a beautiful spirit. Like, I really enjoyed my time with her. And she really lifted my spirits. She's like, you got to keep going, girl. But I can understand it gets frustrating if anybody doesn't know what you're dealing with. And so I'm just very, I'm just grateful today. I am more relaxed. I'm telling y'all, it's probably because of the prednisone. Mainly because I don't have a fever anymore. But it's very humbling, you know, to be experiencing such high temperatures of emotions and low temperatures of emotions. It's like a cleansing cycle. So I've been getting a lot of comments from people from my last video. I am so sorry, you guys. I really felt devastated, like no hope in that moment. And I really felt that it's very necessary for me to capture those moments, because everybody has those moments and not everybody captures them. And we need to. So that when you go through the next moment like that, you'll be more prepared and recognize, like, I've been through worse, you know? It's, and a lot of people were telling me if they were crying in my last video. And I meant for you guys to cry with me. And I want you guys to cry with me. I want you to laugh with me and dance with me and rejoice with me. Like, everything that I go through, I want you guys to experience it with me. And that's the reason why I created this channel. So that we can be family together. We are family. Because if you don't have people to share things like that with, you know, what is the chances of you actually making it out? There's people that actually commit suicide because they don't have anybody to share with. And they feel very isolated like that. That there's nothing to fight for. And I felt that way yesterday. Like, I didn't have nothing else to fight for. But I have a ton of people to live for. But at that point, that didn't even matter to me anymore. It's very selfish, but when you're suffocating that much, all you think about is yourself. I gotta tell y'all about this drink that these doctors gave me. It's called Thuros. I forget the name of it. I'll check with you guys next tomorrow. They're probably gonna give this to me again. It's a mineral vitamin shake, and it's for people who are on dialysis. It's called Abbott, and there is something. It's a vanilla cake, I think. Vanilla cake. It doesn't taste like nothing but like plain milk a little bit. I asked them to put a little bit of ice in here. But it could use like a little bit of cinnamon or something. Yeah. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste flavorful either. I could drink it though, especially because I know that it's very much so many benefits to it. Like, I read the ingredient list and I said, dang, who needs vitamins? Like, it has everything. And one thing I can say about it, dialysis, it is going to be beneficial for me to be on dialysis versus going to my Procaine injections that I've been going through for the last year and getting this one measly injection a week that was supposed to be helping my red levels go up. Now, since I've been in the hospital, I've gotten my injection 4 times already. I've gotten a blood transfusion. And then when I talked to my nephrologist team, they said whenever I go to dialysis, first of all, I don't have to go to my Procaine injections anymore. Now, moving forward, whenever I go to dialysis, they'll give me my Procaine injections at my appointment. And I said, oh, and I don't have to go to my nephrologist appointments anymore. They will meet me at my dialysis appointments. I said, well, free me up some time, since that's going to be the majority of my time anyways. And I'm planning for my time in dialysis. Like 3 hours is my session time slot. They say 3 to 4 hours for some people. Me, they only said 3 hours because of my size. And I'm planning on trying to complete a book. So, like, whatever week I'm doing next week, I'll start. I'm hoping to finish one book. And then the next week, another book. And another book. And another book. Like, I really want to use that time as to start reading. Because I really do feel like me doing this so much phone timing, screen time, is mentally diminishing me. And I would like to start reading more. Like actually holding a book in my hand, not like a Kindle Fire or a tablet or anything of that nature. Like, I really want to get back to the root of things, the natural things of life. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to use that as my dedicated book time. And so now I'm like looking forward to dialysis instead of like, oh, dialysis. And I'm going to one out in Brookfield. And they were so quick to accept me, and they didn't even have any openings. That is how God works, okay? When you are favorable. They didn't have any openings, and they got me in, and that's so awesome because that's the place that my mom wanted me to go to. That's the place that my nephrologist wanted me to go to. He actually goes to that clinic, and it's pretty cool. I'm excited. And my insurance doesn't even go with that place, but my social worker is gonna make that happen. I was like, okay, girl. So I'm looking forward to that. I told my nephrologist, I said, I hope I meet some rich people there. And he's like, why? I said, I just want to see rich people have problems like me. So, and exchange some stories, you know, maybe learn some money lessons. We'll see. So I'm really looking forward to. I'm changing my mindset about this whole dialysis thing, and I'm even more grateful knowing that it's going to be temporary for me. Whether I get a kidney transplant, which is what my family's plan is, their goal is. Everybody's gearing up right now for that, getting tested. But my goal is to keep my kidneys and to reverse my diet. My kidneys and restore them to their 100% full health. Because why? I mean this way. And I'm getting better at it. So, life is good. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I so apologize for my temper tantrums. I am a very big spoiled baby, everybody around me spoils me tremendously. So it is very frustrating when, like, the rare occasions that I don't get my way. My Bubba told me the other day, he said, Bubba. Well, he says Bubba, but he said, he said, can you imagine if we have a girl? I said, oh boy, yeah, she's gonna be rough. I said, no, she'll be better than me. We'll teach her better at that point. You know, she'll be more grounded, hopefully, than myself, my little dramatic self. I am pretty grounded and balanced and down to earth in general most times, but sometimes I really just get in my feelings when I'm dealing with this illness. I mean, I really have been through a lot, like back to back to back to back to back to back, and at some point you just be like, whoa, again. Before me coming to the hospital, I was already struggling for about 2 weeks with low energy and like random hospital visits, blood transfusions, things of that nature. So for it to have come to this, it doesn't surprise me, but it surprised me to the point because I just knew I just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And my body was like, not today. So, all right. I'll catch back with you guys in a little bit. Hey, y'all. It's like 3:30. I usually come up around this time and do morning vitals and draw blood. And a lady came in and did my vitals. And when she woke me up, like, this is like the third time that I've been so confused, like where I'm at, like, and I'm like staring in the days, like trying to put the pieces together, like, where am I? And she must have like made that connection, and she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Who are you?" Oh, I really cannot stand like when I'm in a really deep sleep and then people wake me up and I'm like, what's going on? Like, but now that I'm up, I'm like, it's cold as hell in my room. Like, why? Like, my sheets are cold. And then I recognized that I was sweating. And I'm like, why am I sweating? The heat in here is at 65. Like, why is my heat so low? And I had the fan on. Like, I wanted to sleep. So 65 and the fan on, like, what was wrong with me? I'm like, I'm cold. And that's what I told the lady. She's like, do you want me to get you a warm blanket? Please. So I got this blanket all over me, but I am really looking forward to going back to my own home, because, man, this is really starting to catch up to me. And like you really don't get a lot of sleep in the hospitals because they wake you up for vitals and blood, and that you hear so much conversations in the hallway, the nurses, passing buyers. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, Lord help us all. And then they wake you up, turn the lights on, these bright ass lights. Have a good night. They told me when I get up to use the bathroom to call them for they can get a standing wait. No, absolutely not. I can't wait for that. Yeah. I just want to sleep. And I'm trying to stay up at this point because I know the lab lady is coming shortly after. Like it's 3:30. And around 4, they start knocking on your door. Good morning. Good morning. So, and I don't want to get real good in my sleep. And I hear this lab lady coming, knocking on my door, trying to draw my blood. Like, she's like, are you okay? Like, no. Why are you in my room? Why are you here? Just like, why do they even set these routine schedules? Like, so frustrating. I was like good and dead in the sleep too. Like one of those sleeps that you don't even have dreams. You ever have those? Like just out. Howling at the moon. Okay, I'm gonna do what I can to entertain myself until these labs keep cooking, because I know they're coming. Alright, y'all.